Psalm 91. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I will trust. Surely He shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the perilous pestilence. He shall cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you shall take refuge. His truth shall be your shield and buckler. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day, nor of the pestilence that walks in darkness, nor of the destruction that lays waste at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. Only with your eyes shall you look and see the reward of the wicked. Because you have made the Lord, who is my refuge, even the Most High, your dwelling place, no evil shall befall you, nor any plague come near your dwelling. For He shall give His angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. In their hands they shall bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. You shall tread upon the lion and the cobra, the young lion and the serpent you shall trample underfoot. Because He has set His love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. The first question I had when I read this section was, how do I dwell in the secret place? This is really fundamentally seems like a different concept than popping into my moment with God from time to time. I've got 2 small children and a business that needs lots of tending to, and my devotional time isn't necessarily a guarantee. What I've learned is that I need new disciplines for a new season of life. But what I also catches my attention is that dwelling with God and in the presence of God is not limited to the time you're focused on it. It's about an indwelling in your heart and a participation in His presence. If He calls us to pray at all times, then that means we can be intentional about our trust in God while we're driving, while we're typing, while we're doing our telecommunications. There's a consistency in the word dwelling. There's something that doesn't pause when it comes to dwelling in that secret place or abiding at His table. He says He'll prepare a table for me in the presence of my enemies, which means you sit down and you rest and you eat. And if you're like me, I like to span out all my orders, start with an appetizer, wait till I'm done, have a nice meal, and talk with the people that I'm with. Resting at a table is about participating in relationship. Louis Giglio did a fantastic example of this, where he set a big buffet and demonstrated the process of having a meal with somebody versus running by, grabbing a muffin and coffee to go, and all right, God, see you later. So I'm not saying this to make you feel guilty if from time to time you kind of pop in. It's to compel you to think about this on a deeper level. It's not about what you do. It's not about where you sit. It's about the disposition of your heart. And if you carry the presence of God in your heart, then you are resting in His dwelling place. So magnify that in your reality. Build it up, build it up, build it up to the point where you can sense You truly are being carried in the hands of the Almighty, who knows you have to pay rent. He knows you're going to need to put food on the table. And He knows you need wisdom in your relationships, your marriage, your kids, your business, your finances. And He also set up this interesting system where generosity is more fruitful than savings. It's quite perplexing, and I often drive my husband crazy because he's quite logical, but as soon as I have something, I want to give it away because I know God will replenish my need. I don't always know how He'll do it, but He always uses the element of surprise because His ways are higher than our ways. Recently, the vision that I've been cultivating has a lot to do with being a leader and being a warrior. And the crisis that our culture has been in because of the coronavirus is very serious. And the temptation to wonder or worry about how the bills will get paid is present. But I can't let it trap my heart in fear, because I still have my manna for the day, right? When God provided foods for the Israelites who were following Moses to a new land, He did it day by day to develop their trust in Him. So if you're in a position where you can't plan for tomorrow, please just dwell in today. Tomorrow has enough problems of its own. We're just called to live in the moment. And if all you do is be here now, you will automatically have more peace in your heart, because we know clinically that thinking about yesterday or worrying about tomorrow is usually pretty stressful. However, if you know you have a blessing to bring and a vision and just a tone in your heart of how you're going to glorify God in this crisis, then you can smile upon the future like that Proverbs 31 woman, right? Smiles at the future. The first time I saw that, I got so excited. And you know why? Because I could relate to it. It wasn't too far for me to smile at the future. And the only reason that I can do that is because I trust God more than I trust myself.